to the community day to the union.
So basically, the union was going on with the Philadelphia Union. I spoke to them March 14th. What we would do is we got to purchase $100 to secure it. They're going to give us tickets. They're going to give us tickets for May 14th. If your family wanted to go, you would just hit the link that we have. You'll sit in a certain section. It'll cost $28 a ticket, and you'll go to the Philadelphia Union game. It'll be chai sitting together, and we'll have promotion for that.
Okay.
And I want to link up with the soccer program with that.
What about the Phillies game? Have we decided that a realm of what games?
No. Okay. So I haven't moved forward anything with the Phillies game just to see. I haven't moved anything forward with the Phillies game.
I need a collar. Okay.
Okay. All right. But I will, and I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay. I'll come up with a date for that. And that's about it. We could hit several more, but I just wanted to get that out there right now. All right. Rate increase for 452 building in the field house. I want to go over y'all with the rate increase. I have to sit down with George next week because he's going to present it to the commissioners in March 1st meeting. So you can write this down if you like. Community center, non-resident goes from 500, increased to 650. Resident goes from 400, increases to 450. Nonprofit groups and children's groups and community groups goes from 100 to 150. Rates are not available on the weekend. So Saturday, the only day it's not available. And Upper Chichester Township and employees, no increase. Theirs is $5 along with board members.
Oh, $5?
$50, I'm sorry.
I was going to
say. My bad. $50.
You got a major decrease there.
Yes, my bad. $50.
That's funny.
All right. Field house, full day without concession stand goes from $750 to $950. Full day with concession stand goes from $950 to $1,150. Half day increase from $400 to $500. Max 4 hours. That's weekend, and that's when you get paid. Nonprofit, children's group, community groups, same as the community center, goes from 100 to 150. Rates not available on Saturdays. Hourly rates, we now charge people $45 to rent the court for an hour. It will increase to $50 per court. This rate is not available for renters that charge people for admissions into their event, because you'll have some organizations that will say, okay, let me just have the hourly rate because they feel as though it's cheaper, but they're charging at the door for people to come in. That's not for that. The hourly rate is for practices or, people that are training people to do that. That's it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Municipal Fields, the 2-hour field rate rental is subject to availability. That's $50. There's no increase. And the spring rentals and summer rental and fall per team, we have $450 like for a season per team. Mm-hmm. Like Millennium or whatever would charge $450. We increase it to $650. Honestly, we lose a lot of money, and I'll say this now, we lose a lot of money with the softball fields because we pay for all the upkeep, we pay for all the lasering, we pay for all the, the turf and everything like that. But we also pay for the electricity and all the lights when the lights come on at night. And certain organizations, and I'll say it, like Millennium, which is a softball organization for adults, people run it. They use it that full day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they only charge, and it's only $450 a season for them, which that's pretty cheap.
Yeah,
that's pretty cheap for all those hours that they're on the field, and for all those days that they're on the field. $450 is pretty much nothing. All right, so I wanted to increase it to $650, and that's what I'll be talking to George about. Any questions?
None.
Any concerns? Thank you. Master Park Plan. I sent that to you guys. We do have the mission statement and vision statement and homework. I am in the midst of creating that and doing that, but I also sent you guys, along with the task force, information about that, because we have to put that together by our next task force meeting, which will be in March. Okay. I will send, and I'll put this in, I will send you guys the homework that I have and what I've been doing, so you know. If there's any questions or anything you have to that, you can answer it and see it. All right. Weight room, number 4, weight room. The weight room is completed. We're just waiting on 2 more machines that are on back order. And we're waiting on actually like maybe 2 more machines and another rack to hold weights. But I'm also looking at getting a TV that's going to be placed in there and a punching bag that's going to be placed in there also. Come up and take a look at the weight room. The hours are the same, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., 5:30 to 7:30. But it's a really nice weight room right now, and we're moving forward with it.
Nice.
Golf First Tee, which is in April. Right now we have 5 people signed up for the after school program, which is 1 day a week, 4 days straight. So that's all of April. So we have 5 kids signed up. I will be promoting that again, but I just want everybody on board that it is moving. And even if we only have 5 kids, that's 5 kids to start with, and that's 5 kids that's learning the game of golf, and it's a free thing. So I don't have a problem with just having to fit 5 kids.
Cool.
What's the age range for
6 to 18. The age range for golf is 6 to 18.
6 to 18. Wow.
Yeah.
Fun.
All right. I got a requisition for softball for them to use the fields. We sent out a schedule to Frank for them to be able to use the fields, because I wanted to make sure that they get first dibs before anybody. They sent me back a schedule that stated that they will be using field 1 and field 2 on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays from 6 to 9:30. They will also be using field 1, 2, and 3. I'm sorry, field 1, 2, and 3. As of right now, they are not using field 4 at all. Just 1, 2, and 3. On Wednesdays, Upper Chichester Police Department will be using field 1 from 6 to 9 for softball, or 6 to 8, I'm sorry. They have a softball team. They're in the league, and their home games will be here. So on Wednesdays, the police department will have a softball team here playing other police departments or other fire departments, because it's police and fire.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Millennium Softball, Adult Softball League will use the field on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's field 1. Summer camp. Anybody have anything for the softball?
No.
No? Cool. Summer camp starts June 27th. Summer camp is a 5-week camp, $125 per week with a $25 application fee. As of right now, within the first week, we've gotten 10 people signed up already for the camp.
June,
We are
what did you say? June
27th
or 27th.
till July 29th, I believe it is. That's the last Friday in July. 5 weeks. We do nothing in August. We are looking for counselors. I will give first interview and first dibs to the counselors that we had last year. Didn't have any issues and any problems with them. But our counselors will depend on how many kids we get. We're not going to have a boatload of counselors and not enough kids. That would be counterproductive for us. So I'm looking to start our counselor process March, and we're looking to see how that goes. Go ahead.
Excuse me. What was the ratio that we had campos to counselors last year?
So last year we had about 36 kids per week, for the 2 weeks, and we had 4 groups. So our camp counselor ratio was probably for every 10 kids we had 2 counselors.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're looking to keep
that. So just so you know, my ratio, if we go with, I want to max out at 60 kids. So we go with 60 kids. I was looking at 5 counselors. That's 5 groups of 12 kids in a group. So we have 5 senior counselors. We'll have 5 junior counselors. And then we may, so that's 2 counselors per 12 kids. And then we'll look to have what we had last year was counselors in training. So we'll have some kids that are 14 and 15 that will still be in a younger group, not necessarily closer to their age, but that would be in a younger group helping out that. All right.
Mm-hmm. How many kids did you have last year?
Last year we had, on our highest week, we had about 36, 37 kids.
And what are the hours again, Brian? 8
a.m. to 4 p.m. We do not have it in our capacity right now to do before care or after care. So we're strictly 8 to 4.
Good hours. That's good.
Yeah.
And it was $125 a week, you said? 8 to 4?
Correct. $125 a week for the first child. If you have more than one child, it goes down to $100. It goes $125 for the first child, $100 for the second, and $100 for the third.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
$25 non-refundable application fee. The reason why we did that is because we don't want people putting in applications now and then come in June, they don't participate, and we lost out in the spot because we turned people away.
Yeah.
I will have a – go ahead.
No, did you – I mean, it was pretty scheduled last year? You had something every to do all the time and everything?
Correct. Yeah.
And you did trips also, didn't you?
We did one trip at the end of the year. We went to I was going to say Lungs Pond, but we went to Killings Pond Water Park, which was a great, nice little water park that we went to. That we'll probably look to go again this year. We may do 2 trips, but we definitely doing an end of the year trip to Killings Pond. We open it up, and as you guys know, that the camp is open up to school district area kids. So it's for everybody that's in the school district area, not just the Chichester area. Okay.
How many counselors do you think you'll have from last year reapply?
Everybody stated that they like to reapply. So we'll see, but I don't know. I'm going to send a text out to them and see if they're still interested and give them first dibs. Easter, April 16th. I met with Chi United Church. Chi United Church wants to be a part of it and wants to help us out with it and wants to see what capacity they can do it in with no issues and no problems. I spoke with the pastor, Pastor Kevin, yesterday. And we actually want to, and I want to throw it off to you guys and see how you feel, make it a nice event down on the fields, down in the Fury Road area. Get a couple moon bounces possibly, set up a tent, a rec tent, set up a Chi United tent, give out some hot dogs, give out some juices and some chips, have an Easter egg hunt up on field 3 or field 4 or on field 2, either one of those fields. And then also have the Easter bunny down at the pond and decorate like the pond area, have the Easter bunny in the pavilion there.
For like pictures?
For pictures and everything. I think that would be nice, just having somebody walk them across the street, having somebody there to monitor and walk across the street. But I think it would be a nice little thing if we have it, even if we just use field 1 in the pond, I think it would be nice to have it in that area where you have a couple bounce houses for the kids. You have speaker out there with microphone where they can see when you're doing the Easter egg hunt or the Easter egg, basket and stuff like that. And then also having a basket full of candy to possibly give out to the kids. Now, we don't have to do the Easter egg hunt. We can just give out candy and have it there when they take pictures with the kids. But it's something that we wanted to talk about and see how we do it.
Well, I think if we did the Easter egg hunt, we would have to break it up into a couple different age group classifications.
Correct.
So the real young kids up to a certain age, then the next age, a couple years, and then maybe a third.
So
depending.
Correct. So what we was thinking about doing with that was having different times. So on the flyer, on the announcement, have at 11 o'clock, you have 6 to 8 year olds. At 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, you have 9, 10, and 11s, and then at 1 o'clock, you may have 12 and older. And it may be a different rate. It may be a different event for the 12 and older, but that's how we're looking at doing it.
Okay. When you say hunt, you mean just putting the eggs in the grass?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So you could do it this way too. You could do it all at the same time, but you could rope it off.
Correct.
You're
absolutely right for that. And we can do it all at the same time.
Rope it off and do, babies to whatever age, and then the next stage you do 3 or 4 different areas, and then we put the eggs in the grass.
Yeah.
They wait until we say go, and they go underneath and they can get the eggs.
I agree. We could do it all at the same time. It could be a 12 o'clock kickoff or a 12:30 kickoff at the same time. And we can use the fields too, though. We can use field 2 for the older kids, field 3 for the middle group, and field 4 for field 1. We can still use field 1. We don't even have to go to field 4.
Right. And you can do an Easter egg roll if you want, like the White House does.
Easter egg what?
An Easter egg roll. I did one here one year.
Roll?
Yeah.
It's so much.
You roll the egg across the length.
Yeah.
And whoever gets there first without breaking their egg wins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do it.
Well, it's not even a race. You don't have to do a race. It's just a roll. It's just about lining up 2 pretty long areas. And what you do is you put the eggs on the ground, plastic or whatever. You make them hold the hand that they use normally behind their back, and you make them use the other hand, and they have to use a wooden spoon and roll it down the path. Just down. And you have to wear your Easter bonnet.
All right. So we're going to have another meeting with Kevin, with the pastor.
I had one here at my house one time. It was hysterical because I actually went to the Easter egg roll at the White House.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to have another meeting with Kevin, the pastor, and we can put out some ideas and solidify what we're going to do.
Just something else for them to do while they're hanging around.
This will be done on that Saturday before Easter.
Okay.
Easter is the 17th. We're doing it on the 16th.
Yes.
Right. So the rain date will be it won't be a rain date. We'll move everything inside, and we'll just have pictures and give out candy or something like that.
You should have done it on the 9th. That way you could have had a rain date on the 16th.
Yeah, I think I got something going on up here on the 9th already booked.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Cool. Rec staff support, just to let you guys know, we're not going to possibly hire somebody. I'm going to look at some of the local colleges to see about an internship, see if there's any kids for an internship, and that could parlay. So we're not going to probably hire rec staff. We're going to just look at, it's my duty in the month of March to get an intern.
Okay.
Just giving you a heads up. Put this on your calendar. March 31st, we are having a blood drive here at the Township Building. March 31st.
It's a Thursday.
Yes. Also, Representative Brian Kirkland's office got with me. They would like to do a cancer awareness day and celebration day here at the Township Building. They would like people that survived cancer to speak and just doing a nice little celebration for them, but also for people to be aware of cancer and everything, the different kinds. So they're talking to me about that, but they're going to use the field house for that event. It's going to be a cancer event.
Okay. And when's that from?
I can't remember the date. I have to get you the date, but I think it's somewhere in April or May.
Okay.
Also, we got a call from Delaware County seniors. They're looking at a spot to have a pickleball tournament. So it's Delaware County seniors, Delco seniors. They will be here on Tuesday at 11 o'clock to take a tour of the facility to possibly use it for June 13th and 14th.
Now, and with the pickleball, can we only get 3 courts in the field house, or can we get more?
Pickleball right now, we have 2 courts, and we actually could have up to 10 courts. Me and Andy looked at it today.
Okay, nice.
So if we wanted to, honestly, during the day, because pickleball is more active during the day than any other thing we have at the rec. And the only reason why we don't have 50 or 60 people up here is because we don't have 50 or 6, or we don't have 5 or 6 courts. If we have 5 or 6 courts, which we can absolutely do with not a problem, it's just tape on the courts. We will have more people here. But we decided, like Andy and I talked about it and everything. It's a good little mix right now. Everybody, it's not too much, so we haven't done that. But we may to add like 2 more courts. Okay?
Yep.
All right. So that's all the information that I have for the meeting tonight.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Possibly something to add to the events, but I'm not sure if this would fall under us or a different department within.
Well, it's funny you say that because Andrew's here and he's part of a different department that may work for it.
I was thinking of maybe doing like a community shredding event.
We already do that.
Okay.
Public Works does a community shredding event. I don't know the exact dates, in October, I want to say.
Don't you read your chai times?
You got to read your chai times.
Yeah. I don't know where mine went. I think my girlfriend
we'll get you one.
Oh, well, thank God you didn't read it, Drew.
Yeah, you're great going mute. You're getting ready to go on mute.
And can
No, I would never dare. Don't worry, you don't need to go on mute. No.
Right. So, thank you guys. Anybody have anything? Oh, this is one thing I want to say. There's a resident that walks up here every day. His name is Scott. His wife is actually the trainer at the high school.
Yep,
Scott, excuse me?
Scott Blanford and Lindsay.
Yes.
Yep.
Scott is very active in bands and marching bands and has a lot of contacts and wants to be on our committee to bring marching bands to our holiday parade.
Oh, that would be great.
So,
maybe even the Easter event.
Well, maybe, but he is definitely full throttle ahead. He apologized. He learned late about it last year, but he's like, Brian, anything you want. He's like, I love the fact that we're doing this. I love the fact that it's in our township, and I will help out. I know everybody, that you want to know for marching bands. He's like, so let's put it together. So Scott is on board. I want to get with him because we got to solidify a day that if we're going to solidify that whole weekend or that day that we're going to do it. I would love to do that. The sooner better than later, so we can get it out to the public and people know and have it on their calendars. Because the last thing I want to do is have one of our marching bands or people say, oh, you didn't put it on our calendar, we didn't know, and we can't do it.
Well, definitely next year if we can do the parade for Christmas,
Yeah.
So I'm still throwing out there to have it that Friday right after Thanksgiving. That Saturday right after Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. It'd kick off the holiday spirit in the holiday year.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Any questions?
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Bye, Drew.
He said bye. He waved.
He waved.
I see his hand. Bye, Andy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yep.